Why, hello and welcome everybody. It is Pohx again. So today on this video, I've got some good news and I've got some bad news for both of you guys. So on the good news, I've been playing RuneScape on the stream for the past 3 or 4 days. I've put at least 12 hours in each day to RuneScape, more like 16, in hopes of seeing, am I going to be able to get back into this game during my downtime of not really playing anything else? And the answer is yes. I have went up quite significantly. I don't know if you guys remember my stats from, I guess, the last video a year ago, but we have shot up about 30 total level and about 5.5 to 6 million total experience over 4 days. Now, for those of you guys who don't really enjoy RuneScape content, that's okay. I have devised something as well for you guys. All you got to go do is just scroll all the way to like the last minute of this video, and I'll be explaining it there. There's another series I'm going to try to put out with my friends since I have a lot more spare time now. Not really, but we're going to say I do. And that's going to be for people who, again, don't really enjoy RuneScape. I still want to produce content that a lot of people still enjoy. Does that make sense? So again, you can go ahead and skip to the end, and I'll explain that there. So anyway, going back into RuneScape, I want to go ahead and try to pick up where I left off, and I kind of do remember a little bit of where I left off. Now, on this character I'm playing right now, this is my Ironman account on RuneScape. It's about 2 months old in total. It's about, actually, I can go to Lumbridge and in 3 minutes we can go to Lumbridge and actually check the age of this character specifically so you can see. These are the stats that we've got as of right now. Nothing really too crazy has been accomplished on this character. My current goals right now is pushing really hard to either hit 80 Slayer or 85 Slayer. I may or may not try to boost up with a Summer Pie to get an Abyssal Whip, but I am going to want 87 Slayer for Trident anyway. This song is getting a little repetitive, so we're just gonna turn this off and play my good old school boom. Okay, so those are one of the short-term. Well, actually, it's not really a short-term goal. It's like a long-term goal. Is getting an Abyssal Whip. Now, on top of getting an Abyssal Whip, I also need to complete the quest Desert Treasure. Desert Treasure will allow me to basically go ahead and do Barrows. Sorry, not Barrows. It'll allow me to get Barrows gloves. Because in my recipe for disaster, which let's see, can you search? Let's see, REC, recipe for disaster. The only thing I need to do now is knock out Desert Treasure and get 175 quest points, which really is not that difficult, and then bam, we get Barrow's Gloves. After Barrow's Gloves, we're going to need to do, or even before then, we're going to go ahead and have to do Barbarian Assault. Barbarian Assault, or whatever it's called, allows me to get a Fighter Torso, which, just like the gloves, the Barrow's Gloves, is an additional +4 strength, so it's going to add an extra 2 to my max hit. For melee, plus a whip is an extra 4, so that's 6 to my max hit. Then we've got potential Dragon Boots later on, which is 2 strength, which I believe is going to bump me up another +1 because of where my strength is right now. So we've got a lot of gains coming in here really shortly, so I'm really excited for that. Here's a little bit of my stash if you guys want to see what it looks like. I'll just go ahead and scroll down. There is a section called the random section, which you'll see soon, which is really fucking disorganized because I don't remember what I need for clues and whatnot. So this would be my main tab for my gear equipment, my food tab. I need to go fishing at some point here. Kind of like some shit tab. Here's my herb lore tab. I don't know what this is. Goldsmithing / other stuff. These are my armor sets for clues. These are my farming. And this is, I guess, clue scroll rewards / trimmed pieces. I've got all my heads here for when I go to Zia and knock out my prayer. We did end up crafting an arc light, and we have 2 full dark totems to summon for the boss in Zia, and this is all my random shit, so you don't have to worry about this tab. Oh, and then we have 21,000 maple longbows unstrung that we're going to go ahead and have to, make some bank off of, some fatty cash, and I've got 10k flax to spin as well, so we'll see exactly what we're going to do with that. I've been pumping up my range quite a bit. My range is halfway to a level again, so it's nearing level 89. It's not quite close to 89 yet. But again, the current goals on my guy right now is still learning the game, getting back into the game. I just started doing my herb runs again. I gotta learn my fruit tree patches and my cacti patches because we just hit 55 farming, and there's so much to learn. But the main focus on my character right now is going to be the emphasis on Slayer with trying to get an Abyssal Whip. Majority of the streams you see is going to be me basically grinding out Slayer as much as I can to the best of my ability because boom boom pow. So with that being said, I'm gonna kind of cut that part, and I can fill you guys in with updates now. You know, every couple days. I really needed to get my information compiled before I actually just made a video. You know, we will be doing runecrafting at some point because my runecrafting is dog shit. So, as for the people who don't really enjoy the RuneScape content, that's cool, man. One of my old buddies, Spore, that I used to play with, we did a playthrough of a game called Secrets of Grindaea about 2 years ago, maybe 2.5 years ago, and people seemed to really enjoy it. And I said I was going to bring it back again, and I lied, and I didn't end up bringing it back. I got lazy. I'm not going to lie. You know, I'm just an average person. I've got all my flaws. So this time we're going to do something a little different. Since I have some spare time on my hands, because with RuneScape I can basically idle and do something else, which allows me for, you know, a little bit more leeway. He's gonna go ahead and compare Steam games. So we're gonna see what Steam games we have with like a library search, and of the set Steam games, and plus maybe a few other browser games, we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna make another video and put all of the best topics in there, all the best games. And I'm going to explain what we're going to do, which is basically going to be a playthrough series. And you guys will vote on the game on a straw poll. And the straw poll will last, you know, probably 3 to 5 days or maybe just 24 hours. I don't really know. That'll be explained then. And based off of what you guys pick is what we're going to showcase. Now, this content is most likely not going to be streamed live. It may, but it's mainly for a YouTube series because, again, I understand that RuneScape is a game where if you didn't play it back in the day, you probably won't really understand it. Some people will, but a lot of people don't really have an interest because the combat is not, I mean, the game's not really what most people think it is. And for those people who don't understand RuneScape, I encourage you and urge you to try it out because endgame is really, really fun in the game. If you like click-intensive games, it's very, very fun. You're going from basically, you've got your inventory right here, and then you're swapping between your inventory and your prayer to constantly negate damage and boost your damage, while at the same time you're switching to your F2, or well, whatever keybind you want, because this is where your special attacks are based off your weapon. Then you've got magic for any magic purposes you need to do, but the emphasis on it is basically constantly swapping gear sets while you're fighting, and it's just a lot different than what most content is nowadays. But anyway, that's pretty much going to be it. Remember, stay updated for a future video for those of you guys who are excited for that. But I'm going to go ahead and peace out for now. Hope you guys had a wonderful time. Hope you guys enjoyed yourself. If you guys have anything you want to, you know, note down, PM me, whatever, you can drop them in the comments below. But remember, as for the games that we're going to be playing, it's most likely going to be based on our Steam libraries. It's not going to be like an MMORPG like Rift or something. You know, it's going to be like a smaller, I mean, I guess it could be, but, you know, a smaller end thing. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. And remember, if you want to guide me in any directions as where to go and what to do in RuneScape, I will take some advice there. Although I am trying to do my diaries again. And diaries are a pain in the ass. But anyway, I'll catch you boys later. Have a good one, everyone.